What's up, winners? We have a special guest, and we're gonna watch some crazy Meghan stuff. Thank you for being here, Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, longtime friend of Dylan's now. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Today, I'm Jen in Communication. I've been changing my name a lot, so today it's Jen in Communication.
I think Leo got confused. He looked up. He's like, Jen in Communication.
Oh.
Good hearing. Yeah, Jen brought some great footage great. Crazy footage, but great if you're looking for something dramatic of Meghan.
Yeah, I'm excited, Dylan. So, if I'll set it up real quick. It's her trip to South Africa. I'm just gonna hold on one second,
and
I'll
there's
go ahead and
some
pause. Go ahead.
Details here we're gonna cover. I
Yes.
believe this was covered before but that are new. So check it out for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So this was South Africa. They had gone into Cape Town. It was September 2019 for a 10-day tour. Harry was not at this event. He had gone elsewhere. Now, I will say this one we talked about, it was a little hard to understand what's being said. Here's the gist of it. The gentleman, you can kind of see him over in the suit. I believe I think he came either from the palace. He was somehow helping Harry and Meghan. Maybe he lived there. I don't know, but he would help through like PR stuff in social situations like this. Like he'd kind of tell her what was happening.
So he failed at his job.
He did not. He tried to help her. He was telling her, Meghan, listen. But yeah, he did. Yeah.
I mean, he technically failed. Even if it was an impossible job, it was not successful.
That is very true. And then, yeah, so okay, here we go. I'll just hit play.
All right, let's see.
So if I can, I'm just going to pause just to explain what's happening. So she said, come on, we're going to sit on the floor. Nobody was prepared for this. They're all wearing nice dresses, as you see the beautiful lady in the red here. And then the lady next to the lady in the red, it's like the brown shirt. She's the one Meghan is supposed to be talking to, that was set up to talk to Meghan. And Meghan's saying, let's sit on the floor. And she says, no, we cannot. In South Africa, I Googled it and I learned it's usually a sign of mourning if you sit on the floor. So it's not just we don't want to, it's culturally not something that they would typically do. So,
and there's another detail, but we'll play it a little more and save that. Yeah,
absolutely.
Crazy one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a lot going on. Sorry, he's saying, I'd like to introduce you to whatever the lady right behind her to the left, the brown, to her, she's going to tell you a story. Watch Meghan. She can't be bothered.
I can't be the only one.
No, come on.
I was thinking it was Archie and we had all these toys in the middle, but I think it was the one.
So Meghan knew that she was going to sit on the floor. She wore pants. All these women wore dresses and have tiny babies. As a woman who had a tiny baby for a while, that is annoying and it's hard. And you're trying to balance and you're trying to have a conversation. That's not easy to do.
And the big things here, the really big thing, Meghan just decided they're going to sit on the floor. She wants the shot. She wants that. She didn't read the room at all. They clearly didn't want to. She's like, no, I can't be the only one. You have to sit. Mm-hmm. And then is this like I was hearing, it might have been like a immune compromised people. We'll say
yes. You're exactly right. So the event is called Mothers to Mothers. And the idea is that they were supposed to, or they, let's see, I wrote it down. They're trying, it's like a community project where they will help teach people that are I believe it was HIV positive people to become community healthcare workers.
That is the craziest thing. Now, I know they have great treatment nowadays, which is wonderful.
Sure.
The floor. I'm pretty sure that's like a risk thing.
Absolutely.
If you have HIV, there's things you probably so they're probably like, yeah, that's like one of my guidances because, again, the drugs are much better now than treatment, but it used to be you catch a little thing. It's super dangerous. That's
absolutely.
That is this is as bad as there's the video of Meghan with the Invictus, saying like, and he was able to walk again, you need to be able to like, oh my.
It's beyond cringe. It's thoughtless and rude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because exactly. I mean, yeah, it could be health things. Some people just don't want to sit on the floor, you
Yeah.
know. But you're right. I think her being in the middle and trying to get the shot is what
So
it's
we have
about.
the culture is against it, their health is against it, and they
Mhm.
clearly don't want to. Meg just like a truck
The
runs over.
babies, you might not want to put your baby on the floor, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then she's saying, "Let's all play," and they're trying to say no, and the guy is trying to introduce the lady to her left,
Mhm.
and Meghan just can't be bothered.
So please, I'd like to now ask you both she would continue.
He's saying, "I'd like to have whatever her name is speak."
So nice
Now
to
it
be able to
cut.
share some of the things that we have.
So that's one thing. It cut there, but Meghan for a long time just sat playing with the babies and couldn't even bother to look over. I forgot that it cuts there, but yeah, they actually edited it to do her a favor, but in the real unedited version, she's just like, okay, can't be bothered.
Home as well, and so we can obviously make sure anything that we need is provided. We brought some of the things that my friends and I.
So here's the other thing going on. So she goes to visit the center, and you would think she would bring money or awareness or something for the center. But if I remember correctly, it's hand-me-downs from her child, which I understand the rest of the world. I lived on hand-me-downs for my baby. I'm not judging that because I always get comments on that. It's not that. It's that Meghan makes this big grand trip, spends hundreds of thousands on clothes and ridiculous things, and then brings hand-me-downs.
It's yeah.
And
but
then
I guess her thing is it's her hand-me-down, so she probably thinks they're priceless, like like an artifact from Cleopatra or something, or yeah.
And then it gets crazy here because she kind of hijacks this event, shocker, and you'll see she treats it like it's a baby shower. She starts unwrapping presents, going, "Oh." And it's just like, that's not what this thing is. That's not what they're doing here. People need help or whatever, supplies. And I just feel the whole thing's cringe.
Yeah.
Archie, then he said, don't fit anymore. No, it's fine. Just little things that I thought would be helpful.
It's like, that's what women do with the baby. Yeah, look at this onesie for this baby.
But at any rate, there's all sorts of things there that I thought, it's so important to be able to share what's work for our families and to know that we were all in this together with each other. So we just wanted to share something from.
She's saying we're all in this together. Really, Meghan?
Right, we're all in this together. I married a millionaire prince, and just the arrangement. Everyone's supposed to cheer for her. Like, she's opening her own gift.
That's it.
And getting applause. Right? Like it's her gift to them, and she's opening it and getting applause. Like it's her. Yeah, like did you say baby shower? It's like treat it like absolutely, but everywhere she goes.
I do think this is one of the more obnoxious displays of this, though. Yeah. Like, hey guys, look what I brought. Cheer for me. Look at me. It's so weird. I'm going to sit in the middle while, we celebrate me. Oh.
Our home to each of yours. So you'll have this in there, a couple other bags back there as well. Look at who's having the best time. Living her best life. So thank you. It's really a special day. Thank you for having me.
And like you're saying, there's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs, but there kind of is if you're super rich.
Yeah, that's how I didn't know how else to say that. Yeah, you're
right.
Exactly
if you have $100 million, not like using them, it's good to reuse things, but if your gift, if you have $100 million and you're visiting a place for women with HIV, who many of them are single mothers, to be like, oh, here's some of my hand-me-downs. That is crazy,
it's
like
Meghan,
one of her crazy outfits could buy, 1,000, like everything they would need to raise a baby up to 5 years old.
Absolutely,
food, clothes, it's like.
set up some college funds or set up some food funds, set up something. Yeah.
Wasn't
Fund
it?
the center itself for people that can't, you know what I mean? Like whatever.
She just really thinks she's. Wasn't it SmartWorks, the dressing women, like helping them get. She went in there. She's like, "Oh, this isn't nice. You should take my clothes. Like this isn't
Uh-huh.
good enough. Like, just anything
Obnoxious.
that's hers is amazing." It's like, well,
Mhm.
I wore it. Like, I can imagine her blowing her nose and like throwing at someone. Be like, be grateful. You know.
Enjoy this. Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. Yeah.
I've been on that the last few days. I really
Mhm.
think not only did she think being a princess was being adored, she
Mhm.
thought it was like, 300 years ago,
Yeah.
like peasants and,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Just fan around eating cakes and not like doing public service type work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
be like,
she's
move
really.
out of the way, move,
Mhm.
security,
That's
security.
right. Yeah, that's pretty much how they live still. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's what she wanted. So they didn't find
Mhm.
it in the royal family, found it here. So,
Right.
Jen, what do you have going on that we could check out?
Well, Dylan, you and I just collabed, so that should be up whenever this posts. So we just collabed on one where we fell down a rabbit hole of Meghan supporters. I feel like we
Mhm.
lost IQ points looking at that because they are making excuses like you've never seen for Meghan and Harry. It's wild. But yeah,
Yeah,
so definitely check that out. Thanks, Dylan, for having me. Always fun to
thanks.
stop by.
And remember, her channel is RHR Jen.
That's right. Thanks,
All
Dylan. I
right,
look
thanks.
forward
See
to
you
it.
soon.
All right,
Bye.
bye.